Hello, Milford Scarlet Hawk Nation. Today we bring you the Milford Girls Lacrosse team versus the Sharon Girls Lacrosse team. It's a humid, muggy day here in May. It's pretty hot out, so let's hope everyone's hydrated and ready to go. All right, here's Sharon with the ball. And a shot on net from number 11, Abby Solomon for Sharon. And that goes wide of the net. In net for Milford is number 91, Savannah Rosado. She's a senior. No, she's not a senior. She's a junior. My apologies. With me today is my cameraman, John Giacomuzzi, more affectionately known as Jay Frobes. He's doing a great job. Everybody thank him for coming out today to bring you some girls lacrosse action. Once again, Sharon shooting the ball wide, so they'll retain possession. And this is also my first time doing girls lacrosse. Did boys lacrosse last week for the first time, so bear with me as number 11 scores a goal here. That is Solomon. And it looks like she's going to be one to watch for Sharon. The Eagles come into today's action with a record of 2-6. And the Milford Scarlet Hawks come in with a record of 0-10. So let's hope that we're some good luck here today with our presence here on Milford TV. Let's see them get that first W. Anything can happen on a day like today with some weird weather. And here's the face-off. Number 5 on the face-off for Milford, that's Emily Haley. And Sharon gets possession. Number 21 has the ball for Sharon. That's Emma Eberhardt. Eberhardt gives it to 23 and over to 9. 9 is Mav Barbera. Behind the net for Sharon, and collecting is number 22 for Milford, Annie Flanagan. She works it up to number 3, Sophia Bukal, and we'll have a whistle here. So here's Bukal with the ball here. Bringing up the left side into the Sharon zone. Trying to set up. She's being worked over by number 5 for Sharon. Now 22 for Milford over to 24. But 21 for Sharon comes in, breaks up the play. 21 for Sharon is Emma Eberhardt. And here's 24, Alyssa Williamson with the ball. She tries to get it over to Riley Campbell for Milford. And Campbell's going to pick it up out of bounds. And Sharon will regain possession. Here's Solomon now up the left side, over to 23. Sabrina Robbins. Robbins with the ball. And 21 now has the ball. Emma Eberhardt. Eberhardt gets a whistle. So they'll reset here. And it's over the net. So an early lead here for the Eagles, 1-0. And Sharon scores again, so my apologies, I missed that play. Still getting adjusted. Who is that? Number 13. Our assistant up here on the scoreboard. We'll get a name. What's your name? Jessica. Thank you. And here on the face-off, Eberhardt bringing it up for Sharon. It's broken up there and collected by number 19 for Sharon, Cass Barbera. And back over to Eberhardt. And now Eberhardt's going to assess the situation behind the net. And she's looking for a play here. And great defense there by number 6 for Milford, Amelia Bontempo. Out in front of the net, nice pass. And number 23 for Sharon puts it right up top. 23 is Sabrina Robbins with the goal for Sharon. So 3-0 now as they update the scoreboard. 2-man crew here today. And Milford's going to bring it up. It's number 5 cutting through the defense. Number 5 is Emily Haley. A nice rush from Haley. And here's number 5 for Sharon, Lily Ross. And Sharon loses possession of the ball as it goes out of bounds. Alexa Lanchisi has the ball for Milford. Lanchisi over to 22, Annie Flanagan. Flanagan working her way into the middle of the field, turning back, looking for someone to pass to. And that's going to be broken up by number 10 for Sharon, Bridget McManus. McManus over to 11, Abby Solomon. And then recollected by number 5, Emily Haley for Milford. And Haley meets a group of Sharon players, and she loses the ball. So a couple nice attempts by Haley on the rush. Here's Solomon over to Eberhardt. Eberhardt makes a nice cut, and the pass is errant, but it gets over to another Sharon player. Inside here is number 11, Solomon, back up top to 23. Robbins, and inside is 19 for the goal. But there is a whistle, so no goal. No goal there, so some luck from Milford here early on. We'll have a penalty shot here as number 19, Cass Barbera, comes in for the shot. And a nice save by Rosado. Rosado saw that the whole way. Easy for her. And here's number 7 for Milford, Alexa Lanchisi. Lanchisi is looking for a call here. So we're going to hope that the rain stays away for the most part. We had a couple of quick showers. And that was a big old hack on Lanchisi, but no call there. And here's number 6 with the ball, I believe. Yep, number 6 for Milford is Amelia Bontempo. So far we've seen a lot of energy from Bontempo and Haley. Numbers 5 and 6 for Milford. Bontempo on the defensive end and Haley on the offensive end, trying to make some things happen for Milford. Here's number 3, Sophia Bucal, runs into Solomon, works her way back to the middle of the field, and she's met by a trio of defenders. Passes it over to Haley, and Haley's going to look again to make a move, trying to cut her way through, now looking for an option. Haley has a shot at a goal here. Dips in low, and it bounces in. A creative shot by Haley, bouncing it up and over the goaltender. And we'll get a shot of her nice and close. for the first goal of this game. So Milford not out of this game at all. Got a nice save from Rosado, and much like in hockey, you get a big save on one end and a goal on the other, and that's what happened here. All right. Number 5, Haley, the goal scorer, on the faceoff. And we could have a game on our hands here, folks, with the score 3-1 early in this one, and Milford showing some life. So here's 22 for Milford. Annie Flanagan. Flanagan working around Eberhardt for Sharon. And nice pass over to 9. Madeline Richard. And then Haley gathers it in. Haley looking for another goal. Back up top to number 13, Riley Campbell. And we got a whistle. It was a charging call on Campbell, so unfortunately that Milford rush will be stopped there, and Eberhardt's going to bring it up for Solomon. And over to 19 now that's Cass Barbera. And Barbera is going to make a nice rush straight in on goal and just over the netting of the goaltender, Rosado, for the next Sharon goal. So now it's 4-1. Tough break on the call on Campbell, the charging call. That left things wide open for Sharon to bring it up the field. And an easy score. So once again, I'm Bobby Moonchild alongside Jay Frobes on camera. Two-man crew here today. Hopefully the rain stays away. Looks like the clouds might be clearing soon. Hot, humid day here in May. And we got a score of 4-1. Here's Eberhardt for Sharon over to 23, Sabrina Robbins. Robbins over to, gets inside to number 4, Jenna Goldstein, and then 21, Eberhardt picks it up. Number 4, Goldstein, inside, nice pass, but she loses it. That was Solomon. Solomon still takes a shot on net, but Rosado's there to fight it off. So good energy out of both teams. Milford not intimidated at all by the Sharon team. Very active. They just had a couple of bad luck plays early in this game, but looks like they're settling in now. Ball's collected by Sharon, number 2, Catherine Drysdale. I'm sorry, that's Milford, Maxine Gordon. And that's a score for Sharon, and that's number 4, Jenna Goldstein. So Goldstein gets the goal. My apologies for the mistaken roster. So 5-1 with 13:35 left in the first half. The ladies play 2 25-minute halves as opposed to quarters that the boys play. Here's the face-off. Number 22 for Milford. Annie Flanagan on the face-off, and it's collected by 23 up to 19. Cass Barbera. Barbera gets it into Gordon, but Gordon loses it, and the defense for Milford comes away with it. Eliza Valenti up the left side. Valenti looking for someone to pass to over the head of 18. 16, I'm sorry. And that shot gets deflected. Here's number 9 for Sharon, Mauve Barbera. 21, Eberhardt behind the net. She flings it up top to Sabrina Robbins. Robbins goes crashing in, but is backed off by a collapsing defense of Milford. Good job there by Milford. Here's Robbins over to 2. Number 4, Goldstein with a shot. And Goldstein sends it wide. So now here's Eberhardt with the ball behind the net. Eberhardt likes to take her time looking for the play, looking for an opening. It's been nice try out front. Goldstein misses it though. And back again out front, and that's going to go over the heads of everyone. Good defense by Milford so far in these couple of chances by Sharon. So once again, Milford looking for their first win of the season. A little over halfway through the season, so a win here would be a nice boost for the team. Here's a shot by Solomon, and that beats Rosado right over the shoulder for another goal. So it's now 6-1 Sharon. 6-1 Eagles. And on the faceoff for Milford will be Haley against number 15 Victoria Monica for Sharon. I'm sorry, number 23. Completely wrong number, Rob. Good job there. And completely wrong roster. All right, still getting used to girls lacrosse as it is my first game. Here's Solomon with a shot over the shoulder, Rosado. And once again, a quick goal by Sharon. Sharon Eagles, that is. And it's now 7-1 with 11 minutes and 18 seconds left in the first half. And we're getting some light showers here. Okay, maybe not so light. I'm being corrected in the booth. It's regular rain. How about that? Just all right, here's the face-off. Here's Haley versus Eberhardt. Eberhardt comes away with it. Eberhardt with great speed here, right through the middle, and then good defense by Milford collapsing on her. And over the net to Goldstein, and she goes wide again. Goldstein getting some chances here recently. Number 2, Maxine Gordon for Sharon collects the ball. Over to Solomon, Abby Solomon. To Gordon. To Mia Lappin inside to Goldstein. Goldstein getting a lot of chances inside, but here's Eberhardt, who swings in from the wing, turns and fires and scores. So now it's 8-0 Eagles. Milford's got to do a better job on these face-offs. They're getting these quick goals off the rush after the face-off wins. Sharon is. And maybe that's something they're going to talk about now. So Milford is going to go into the huddle, take a timeout here, and talk things over as they need to regroup and figure something out as they are down early in this game, 8-1. We'll be back here on Milford TV. Okay, back out of the timeout. Milford looking for answers here, down early, 8-1, with 10 minutes, 32 seconds left to go in the first half. Haley on the faceoff for Milford versus Eberhardt. Remember we talked about those faceoffs. Let's see what Milford can do here to try to win one. They lose it again. Here's Solomon over to number 9, Barbera. Barbera is looking for an option. She's going to coast along behind the net. Rain coming down a little bit harder now, so let's see if that affects any play here. And here's Eberhardt again. Eberhardt inside to Goldstein. Goldstein with a nice behind-the-back turnaround shot, but that goes wide. Rosado is ready for that. And bringing it out for Milford behind the net is number 9, Catherine Swineford. 6, I'm sorry, Amelia Bontempo. So Sharon with the ball after Bontempo loses it on the rush. And Rosado, the goaltender. Rosado, the goaltender, has the ball, and she's going to be looking for someone to pass it to. And Solomon comes in and challenges her. And a good look from Rosado, but no one was there. I think that was Campbell looking for the pass. And here's 21 for Milford. Amber Stearns with the ball on defense. And she's looking to get it over to Drysdale, but it's taken away. That is the biggest umbrella ever. Let's get a shot of that. I'm excited. Oh, sorry. Keep it on the game. We'll show you the huge umbrella later. I thought there was a stop and play. All right. Solomon scores for Sharon. Sorry, I'm just excited by the biggest umbrella. Let's show that umbrella. That is ridiculous. My goodness. Hey, umbrella lady, can you show us your face? Okay, Emily Haley's mom has the largest umbrella I've ever seen in my life for one person, and it's awesome. It may be intended for a picnic table. I'm not sure. Anyways, back to the game with the score 9-1. It is 9-1. I'm sorry you missed the goal, but we were distracted. It's tough. All right, here's the face-off as I collect myself. I'm a child, and I'm amazed by large objects. All right, here we go. And number 23 for Sharon gets it over to Solomon. I believe it was Solomon on the goal. It's my best guess, but... Oh, and I put up an errant graphic. All right, 7 minutes, 22 seconds left in the first half as we collect ourselves on a hot, humid day. And Rosado collects a shot. So another save by Rosado. Rosado's going to work it over to number 14 for Milford, but she loses it. And that is... Do I have a 14 on the roster? I don't have a 14. I was told it's Katie Maeda, so Maeda. Oh, nice save by Rosado right in her net. But I believe there's a whistle before the shot. So Katie Maeda, number 14, attempted to collect it out of bounds. Sharon regained, put a shot on Rosado. Rosado saved it, but there was a whistle beforehand, so now we have a reset here. And Sharon's going to score again. So Sharon works it up to a 10-1 lead. And as I change the scoreboard, I will make sure I don't put any other graphics up. So 10-1 now. Sharon leads. Again, Milford's got to figure out these face-offs. It's a glaring issue right now. So they do get a face-off, so that's great. Now they can work it into the offensive zone. Here's 22 for Milford. Annie Flanagan. Flanagan off the left side with some good speed. Trying to work around number 12, Georgia Cheney, and also around number 22. So Flanagan takes it all the way around the net to set something up on the offensive side for Milford. Number 3, Sophia Bucal with the ball now. She works around, has a good angle, but chooses not to shoot. And we have a whistle now. Bucal had a good angle, and she's going to get a shot here out of it. Bucal. Oh, gets blocked. Nice stick work by Sharon, and now Sharon. Oh, and Milford gets it back. And here's some contact by Sharon on number 15 for Milford. Number 15 is Victoria Monica. So Monica is going to get a reset here. Looking for Bukal to her left. So Monica over to 22, Flanagan. Flanagan trying to work inside. And number 8, Riordan. So Riordan tries to get it over to someone on the far side, but I can't see the number from this angle. And Sharon's going to retain possession, or regain possession. And over to number 23 for Sharon, Sabrina Robbins. Robbins works it up to number 2, Gordon. Gordon over to Barbera, and we have a whistle. Here's Barbera again over to Gordon. Gordon up top to Robbins. Robbins over. And back inside to Robbins. And Robin puts it over the stick of Rosado for the 11th goal. Sabrina Robbins with goal number 11 for the Eagles. So Milford with good chances once they can work into the offensive zone, but once again, they're having a real hard time setting up in the offensive zone. Here's number 4, Jenna Goldstein. Gets it over to 19, Barbera. Barbera being harassed there by Bontempo. And now back up top to Eberhardt, inside to Solomon. Solomon turning. Here's Barbera. Cass Barbera working inside. Bounces off of Bontempo. We got a whistle. Barbera's shaking off the contact. So we'll reset here with Barbera with a shot on net versus Rosado. Get you a closer look there. Here comes a shot. And a nice save by Rosado. She was ready for that one. Sharon with good work around the perimeter. Good ball movement, good stick handling. And as you can see here, doing it with ease, quickly around, looking for options, looking for the seams to open up. And that's what Milford is having trouble with defending. It's not so much the goaltending that's an issue. It's the ability of, well, a play like here, Eberhardt just cutting her way inside the defense. And once you get that close, there's not many goaltenders that can stop those close shots. So Milford's got to work on that defense, trying to collapse inside. But until they do, it's 12-1, Eagles. Eberhardt with the score there. And here's Haley for Milford on the faceoff. Once again, Milford needs to win these faceoffs, and they lose it again. Eberhardt bringing it up the court over to Solomon, inside to Goldstein. Goldstein with a straight-on rush, but gives it up to number 15, Remy Hirsch. And Hirsch again collects it. Over to Cass Barbera. Back up top, Eberhardt to 23, Robbins. Eberhardt again inside to Solomon. Solomon's got a good look, but good defense from Bontempo. Chases her away. Eberhardt now. Eberhardt inside to Goldstein. Goldstein again looking for that inside shot, but loses it. Eberhardt back around the net to number 6, I believe. No, number 2. So Gordon fires it behind the net inside to Goldstein, but Goldstein fires it wide. So here Milford with the ball, bringing it up is, Eberhardt with a nice back check. Gets it over to Solomon. Cass Barbera to number 2, Gordon. And nice defense there for Milford. So Valenti with the nice defensive play for Milford, but once again, Milford loses possession to number 18 on Sharon, Taylor Kim. And here's Solomon again. Solomon tries to get it inside. And there goes the horn that is very loud. And that was unexpected. All right, that's the horn for the half. As the Sharon Eagles are completely dominant in this first half. They lead at 12-1, and the Hawks are left guessing as what they have to do to get back in this game. So we'll be back for the second half here at Milford High School. Thanks for watching Milford Girls Lacrosse on Milford TV. Back here for the second half, the Milford Girls Lacrosse team versus Sharon. Sharon with a lead of 12-1, and once again, Sharon wins a faceoff, and they're quickly up the field and in offensive positioning. Eberhardt, nice pass, long pass over. Nice save by Rosado. That shot was by Mav Barbera. Eberhardt quickly emerging as one of the leaders on this team. And here's number 6, Amelia Bontempo for Milford. Bontempo carrying most of the defensive load back there for the Hawks. But still the score remains 12-1. And now bringing up the left side is number 22 for Milford, Annie Flanagan. Flanagan's going to get a whistle here for Milford. They'll reset. And that pass was going to Haley, number 5. But Sharon is quick to gobble up that errant pass. Here's number 8, losing it to number 2, Catherine Drysdale. Drysdale gets it over and then up the side to number 3, Sophia Bukal. Bukal's had a couple of good looks so far. She's going to bring it up the right side, working alongside Kim for Sharon, Taylor Kim. So now Bukal behind the net with the ball. Gets it, tries to get it to number 22 for Milford, Annie Flanagan. And the goalie for the Sharon Eagles, who I've not yet needed to mention, is number 16, Rose Wald. So now, once again, here's Eberhardt working up the middle, turns back, finds Solomon in the middle. And a nice save by Rosado, and Bontempo loses her stick, and she appears to be shaken up a bit. But she's back into the play here on the defensive end. Sharon with the ball, number 9 behind the net, Barbera. Barbera to Eberhardt. Eberhardt once again taking her time, setting up a play. And no real need for Sharon to rush anything at this point in the game. They've been in complete control since the beginning, the opening whistle. Here's Eberhardt cutting inside, And a nice save by Rosado. Rosado doing her best to keep the score respectable. I'm being told that Rosado is the second best goalie in the Hockomock. And she's showing it here. Savannah Rosado staying strong in net for the Hawks, the pillar of this team. As, wow, number 20, I'm trying to get the number there for that Milford player who is up against about 5 or 6 Sharon Eagles. And that's Flanagan, I believe, number 22. So Flanagan doing a job. And there's some miscommunication between Haley and Stella Amore colliding, but Milford will retain. Here's Haley with great speed. Number 5, Emily Haley making a rush. Oh, and she's going to get a call here. Great rush, great speed from Emily Haley. Wasting no time getting up the field, and now she's got a shot in front of her. And, oh, there's a nice save by Wald. So Wald was like Wall there as she makes a save. And that was a great chance by Milford to try and get back in this game, but it remains 12-1. Here's Eberhardt with the ball, taking her time, looking for space, being harassed by Bontempo. Inside to 19, who loses it. That's Cass Barbera. $20 minutes left in this second half. Here's Emily Haley with a step. Great feed. Up the middle, she's got a step on 18. Taylor Kim working inside. Oh, and Kim gets the top of the stick to knock it away. Great play by Taylor Kim to take the ball back. Impressive rush by Haley, but great timing on the swipe of the stick from Taylor Kim. And apparently there was a timeout called, but the ref did not hear it. So Sharon takes a timeout here. Maybe not liking the couple of rushes from Haley. So they're going to regroup and talk about that. So while they break, we'll go into some of the season so far for the Hawks. A couple of close losses here. A 6-7 loss to Canton back on the 11th of April. A 7-11 loss to Attleboro a couple days after that. Hopedale, they lost 7-6, another tight one on the 23rd. And since then, a couple of losses with great deficits to Holliston and Milford. So we'll call this a rebuilding season for Milford. And Sharon, so far this season, their couple of wins have come against Taunton, a blowout win 15-2, and an equally impressive win against Canton, 16-6, with the rest being losses. So Sharon with a 2-6 record so far in the season, Milford 0-10. So Milford with a couple of good rushes there, courtesy of Emily Haley. So far the standouts on the Milford side have been the goaltending of Savannah Rosado, who's seen just a plethora of shots so far. I can't say enough about Sharon being able to work the ball around the perimeter, taking their time and making quality passes for shots. So Rosado, even though the score is 12-1, she's faced a good number of shots and made some impressive saves when needed. Once again, on the offensive side, Emily Haley with a couple of nice rushes to create some offense. Bukal with some nice plays. And after the timeout, Sharon will regain possession. And Wald, the goaltender, with the ball now, waiting for the referees to start the game back up. So 19 minutes and all right, here's Sharon off the court. And number 4 with a shot on net, but Rosado makes a save. That was Goldstein. Goldstein's had several good looks inside for the Eagles, but she can't find the back of the net thus far. And she's going to get a shot here. And she finds the twine behind Rosado for another goal for the Eagles. It's 13-1. So with the score 13-1, all you can say at this point is at least it's not a shutout. But let's see what else they can do in this game. Milford still with a lot of time, 18 minutes to get back in this and make it competitive. Once again, though, they're having trouble on those face-offs. And here's Solomon working it up the middle. And Goldstein inside again. Solomon and knocked away. Haley knocks it away. So Haley doing a good job on both sides of the field. And unfortunately, that's going to be a call. So Solomon's going to get a shot here. So 23, Robbins over to Goldstein, over to Lappin. Behind the net, Solomon in front to Eberhardt. Wow, the Eagles can move the ball effectively. And that leads to another goal. Another goal for Eberhardt, one of the leaders on this team. Here's a call on the face-off. A redraw will happen now. As the giant umbrella closes, as that tells us the rain has stopped for now. Milford doing their best to try to win a face-off here. And good work by number 16 for Milford, Elena Bontempo. But down the field, Sharon finds its way back to the ball, regains possession. Number 12, Jillian Mickelson, tries to fight for the ball, can't get it, but in comes Sharon Eberhardt again in the middle of that action. Over to Goldstein, inside to number 13, who can't get the shot off. Number 13 is Christina Linehan, I'm sorry. Horrible pronunciation of that common name. Good job, Rob. I'm not Tim Coet. Here's Eberhardt again up top. Over to Goldstein. Behind the net now for number 14, Mia Lappin. Lappin inside looking for Linehan. But here's Eberhardt outside to Solomon. Solomon had an angle, brings it back inside. And here's number 19, Cass Barbera, who loses the ball. She'll get a shot here against Savannah Rosado. Rosado set. And a great save by Rosado. Stick side, made the save. Inside to Solomon. Solomon turns back, switches hands. Impressive work by Solomon there to switch her shooting hand and score. So now it'll be 15-1 as the Eagles are just rolling. So in the battle of the Raptors, the Eagles are just destroying the Hawks in the air and on the ground. 13 minutes and 46 seconds left to go in the second half. Thanks for joining us for our very first coverage of girls lacrosse. I'm Bobby Moonchild alongside Jay Frobes on camera, bringing you this lacrosse action on a muggy May day here at Milford High School. Just complete domination by the Eagles right now as Rosado, the goaltender from Milford, works her way up to make a pass up the field. And she's looking to go long for Haley. Bounces into the waiting stick of a Sharon player, trying to get that number 5, Lily Ross. And here's Eberhardt again. Probably said her name, called her name more than anyone else on the field. Here's Eberhardt, nice dump pass inside, back to Solomon, back to Eberhardt. Back inside to 23, Robbins, I believe. Sabrina Robbins, quick turn and a shot over the shoulder of Rosado for the 16th goal of the game. Now, this being my first game commentating for girls lacrosse, I'm not sure if there's a mercy rule. The mercy rule is running time, so after 10 goals, they will just run the time. So here's the face-off again at the center of the field. And that is number... So on the face-off, there's number 16, Elena Bontempo, losing the face-off there. And Sharon once again regaining possession. Sabrina Robbins up top now, working over to Eberhardt. Eberhardt's going to turn and fire and score again, but there's a whistle here. And let's see what the whistle is, as Eberhardt's going to reset, and she'll get a shot. So here's a good matchup here, as Eberhardt versus Rosado. It's a grade A shooting matchup here. Let's see who wins this battle. Eberhardt turns away. Good collapsing defense by Milford. Doesn't even get the shot off. So we didn't get to see that one-on-one matchup. Rosado with a nice save here on the bouncer from Sharon. And now number 9, Mauve Barbera, works it behind the net to number 25, Lydia Chase. Chase inside to Mia Lappin. Lappin's going to bring it back, put it behind the net now. Eberhardt sets up. Inside, looking for Lydia Chase, and away with it comes Milford. Good speed by number 16, Elena Bontempo. Bontempo tries to feed it over to Stella Moore. And here's number 18. No. Oh. So my apologies. Swineford was able to get the ball into the offensive zone for Milford, and now they can set something up. And right as I say that, they lose the ball again to Sharon. So number 5, Sharon, Lily Ross, collects the ball, and here's Eberhardt once again, just galloping her way, long strides up the field, over to 9, Barbera. Barbera looking to cut in but can't. Good defense there, and Eberhardt curls away. Thought about the shot, but didn't do it. And here's Elena Bontempo, number 16 for the Hawks. Trying to work her way back up the field into the offensive zone for Milford, but is defended by Eberhardt. Eberhardt's everywhere for the Eagles. Here's number 25, Lydia Chase. Eberhardt again. Barbera inside to number 19, Barbera. So 2 sisters trying to work a give and go there, but it doesn't work out. And Milford has a chance to bring it up the field, and Eberhardt swats the ball out of the hands of Katie Maeda. So Maeda bringing it up. So here's Katie Maeda trying to bring it up, trying to show some signs of life for Milford. And behind the net is Sophia Bucal. Bucal behind the net for number 22, Flanagan. Flanagan back to Bucal. Bucal working the perimeter, being harassed by Eberhardt, gets around her, loses the ball, picks it back up. And Bucal back to Flanagan. Flanagan trying for the shot. Tough angle there, right alongside the net. And Wald makes the save. So Wald looking for options now for Sharon. Under 7 minutes now in the game. Eberhardt bringing it up. Nice pass, nice collection of the pass by number 15, Remy Hirsch. They're going to reset, and Hirsch puts a shot on net, but that's wide. So far, we've witnessed some great possession skills by Sharon, being able to work the ball effectively around the perimeter and get shots on net, quality shots too. Almost every chance they've had has gone in the net. Haven't missed much outside of a couple impressive saves by Rosado for Milford. Here's Eberhardt again, being harassed by 3 Hawks. And out of it comes Katie Maeda again with speed. And she is on a mission. She gets whacked on the side of the arm and goes down pretty hard. Great effort by Maeda. She spins the ball in the net. She's ready to go again. All right, let's see what she does here. Looking for Bucal on the right. Not an option, so she turns back inside and then finds Bucal wide. Bucal turns. She's going to look up to set up behind the net. Back to Flanagan on the outside. So these couple of Hawks have been working well together behind the net, Flanagan and Bucal. So Flanagan takes it outside against Eberhardt, gets around Eberhardt, tries to find an opening, but she opts to go back to Bucal. So Bucal will set up in Gretzky's office behind the net. She turns inside and fires off the post. Oh, and the follow-up also does not go in. Number 32 for Milford, I believe. Do we have a 32?
It's Stella.
So Stella Moore with the ball now. My apologies. We have her as a different number on her roster. Here's Flanagan now, looking for Bucal. So Milford might have something with this lineup here, with Maeda, Bucal, and Flanagan. They seem to be really active on the offensive side. Flanagan cuts back inside. I thought... So I'm sorry, number 18 bringing up with a couple of nice rushes is not Maeda, it's Swineford. Again, some roster issues. My apologies. But back to action now. Here's Bukal. Over to Flanagan. Flanagan loses it. And Flanagan versus Lily Ross in a nice battle for the ball, and Ross comes out with it for Sharon. Ooh, and there's a whack. Ouch. That looked like it hurt. Stella Amore with a big old hack to the side of the face of Ross. Ross losing her eye protection, but she seems to be okay, so that's good. And so play will resume now. Sharon with the ball, number 9. Barbera barreling up the field and takes a shot right over the stick of Rosado. So we have the score as 17-1 now. And the scorekeeper up here has 18-1. Regardless, the only information that you need to know right now is that Sharon is winning by a lot. And Milford is just hoping to gather a couple of goals here. And here's Haley working inside, can't find an option. She's going to throw it out to Mickelson. Mickelson looking for a rush. She gets it to Monica. Monica to Haley. Haley's been out the standout offensive star for Milford today, and she works her way into a gaggle of Sharon Eagles. And here's Haley with the shot versus Wald, and Haley misses wide. Mickelson collects the ball over to Flanagan. Flanagan with good speed here. Tries to work it inside, but Eberhardt collects it, gets it up to Solomon. Sharon wants more goals. They're not happy with just their 17 goals. So number 19, Barbera. Barbera, number 9, with the whistle. And that's it. That's the final horn. So a tough outing for Milford today as Sharon came in and was absolutely dominant from the first whistle to the last. And your final score, we believe, is 17-1. Could be 18-1. We lost track. There were so many goals. But a valiant effort here by the Hawks, trying to get their first win of the season. Their record will now stand at 0-11, and the Sharon Eagles will move to 3-6. And thanks for watching our first coverage of Milford Girls Lacrosse here on Milford TV. I'm Bobby Moonchild, not Tim Coette, alongside my cameraman, Jay Frobes. Thanks for watching, and we'll hope to get you a couple more games this year of Milford Girls Lacrosse here on Milford TV. Have a good night, everyone.